Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This around I'm going to be doing a review for Soaked in Bleach. It's a documentary, kind of Kurt Cobain, and it's more on the conspiracy as to how he died and the case, and how his death case was mishandled and whatever. And it's a combination of a documentary and interviews with recreations. So this movie stars in the recreation aspect of it. Daniel Roebuck, Sarah Scott, Augustus Emerson, Tyler Bryan, Julie Lancaster, Jerry Houck, Stephen Ellison, Mandy Henderson, Pat Asante, Sadie Lopez, Christian J. Moley, Whit Spurgeon, Rodney Smith, Jeff Denton, um, who else is here? Rodney Smith. Yeah, we said him. Taylor Godfrey, Jonathan Grout. And then as for the interview aspect of this, or like the archive footage and all that, you have Kurt Cobain, Kurt Lauder, Courtney Love, Tor Brown, Cale Clausen, uh, David Daskal, Sophie Markov, Victoria Markov, uh, Alexei Soldov, Alyssa Swade, Francis Bean Cobain, Lamont Shelger, Ryan Algner, John Ball, Brett Ball, Ben Berg, Aaron Buckard, Mitch Holmquist, Ian Entrine, Carol E. Chasky, Heidi Harrelson, John Fisk, Vincent D. Mayo, Norm Stamper, Vernon Gaberth, Max Wallace, Cyril H. Wench, and if I haven't mentioned him already, because I don't think I did, but for some reason, but whatever, Tom Grant. Tom Grant is the lead investigator of the whole Kurt Cobain case and the conspiracy behind it. And yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual. Sorry for that long ass intro. But yeah, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, this is a documentary on Kurt Cobain, the second documentary on Kurt Cobain this year. The first one being Cobain Montage of Heck. I mean, that movie was originally advertised as Kurt Cobain Montage of Heck, but now it's been advertised as just Cobain Montage of Heck. So whatever. This is the second Kurt Cobain based movie this year, and this one focuses more on his death, and the conspiracy behind his death and whatever, bringing up evidence as to how this is possibly not a suicide, which is a theory that I think most of us do believe. Diehards Nirvana fans do believe, and yeah, this is a really controversial film already. It's more like this. If you're a fan of Nirvana, you believe the conspiracy that Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain, or she had some kind of hand in the murder of Kurt Cobain. If you hate Nirvana, you basically rule off the idea, say that Kurt Cobain committed suicide, and just think that everybody who likes Nirvana is asking for attention. And if you just don't give a shit, you're straight in the middle. And yeah, and basically this is how I view the rating per category. If you hate Nirvana, you probably will rate the film somewhere between a 0 and a 3. If you just don't give a shit about Nirvana, if you're indifferent, you're gonna rate this one between a 4 and a 6. If you like Nirvana, this is gonna be somewhere between a 7 and a 10. So yeah, and I've seen a lot of talk how some people don't like the film because of this. Many people love the film because it's, speaking out against Courtney Love and how she possibly killed or knows of who killed Kurt Cobain. So yeah, and it does go into the conspiracy behind all that. That's basically all you need to know. It's basically the conspiracy behind who killed Kurt Cobain. And now here's a real question: do I believe the conspiracy? Hell, fucking yes. I believe that Courtney Love, of course, she had something in the hand. I mean, there's motive, there's a motif behind it. There's proof. Albeit the proof isn't the strongest. And admittedly, it's not the strongest. There is proof, and the reason I say the proof isn't the strongest is because we're in 2015. The proof would have been stronger if this case was done back in 1994. By now, this proof could be non-existent at this point. That's the thing. So, yeah, yeah. It's a great for me. Me being a Nirvana fan, and I should have worn my Nirvana shirt. Come to think of it, I got it for Christmas this year. Why am I wearing Batman? I don't know. When I have a Nirvana shirt, fuck if I know, but whatever. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I do believe the conspiracy that she had. Here's the thing: the case was mishandled as all fucking shit. It's one of the most mishandled cases, if of anything. That's the thing. Like the Seattle police does admit that they mishandled the case already. The thing is, they really can't reopen the case. First off, I think there's a law that says you can't reopen a case after it's been defined. I think that's the first thing. Second off, the evidence and the proof behind it has more or less diminished, and the proof that they had back in 1994 really wouldn't hold up that much today. So yeah, I think it's a really great film. It does kind of bring into the forefront, and it makes and even after this, even with this film, there is proof that Courtney Love did. Like even with like the second this film released, like first off, it had a limited release. Okay, and despite the fact that it had a limited release, Courtney Love was still pissed off and wanted to ban this movie from every single theater. And Tom Grant's like, no, fuck you, I need to bring this to the media. Fuck you, First Amendment, freedom of press and speech and rights and all this shit. So yeah, Tom Grant, I salute you. Thank you for bringing this shit into the forefront. It took him 8 years to complete this film, so, yeah. And he had a lot of fucking trouble because there's this one lady who he was interviewing, I guess, or not exactly. Like he and this lady, Rosemary Carroll, I believe her name was. Those two were getting evidence against Courtney Love to more or less prove to the Seattle police that she did kill Kurt Cobain. However, this Rosemary lady somehow she found out eventually that Tom Grant was recording every single phone calls, which made sense. You know, do record everything you can when you're investigating this case. And she's like, stop this. And then she sends a letter over to Tom Grant saying, I'll sue you if these things ever leak or whatever. So I'm like, this guy had a lot of trouble. Give me a fucking break.
It's 9 o'clock.
Fuck. Sorry about that. Like I feel bad for the guy. He's one of those people where he gets a lot of love and he gets a lot of shit. And I think similar situation with this movie. This movie is gonna get a lot of love and a lot of fucking shit. So yeah, it's a good movie. If you like conspiracy theories, do check it out. If you like Kurt Cobain, check it out. If you like Nirvana, check it out. And if you hate Courtney Love, check it out. I hate Courtney Love as a person, but I like her music. So yeah, fuck me. Holes is actually a pretty good band. Violent, I believe is I want to say that's probably their best song. Gonna want to take everything, take everything, take everything. So yeah. As for Nirvana, favorite song, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Give me a break. I mean, they have other great songs, Lithium, Rape Me, Mr. Moustache. What else is there? Heart Shaped Box, Polly, Drain You, or Drain Me, whatever. The Man Who Sold the World, which is actually a remake of the David Bowie song, if I'm not mistaken, Lake of Fire. They have a great, huge array of fucking songs. I love them. So yeah, I just kind of want to know, and actually no, before I say that, and it kind of showed a reaction to the death of Kurt Cobain, which is pretty interesting. I really did like that, but I kind of wish they would have interviewed, David Grohl and Chris Novoselic. Even if at some point in these 8 years, I kind of wish they would interview those two, especially Chris Novoselic, because where the fuck did this guy go? Like Nirvana ends, and David Grohl makes Foo Fighters. Chris Novoselic, we haven't heard of him since Nirvana, so where the fuck did he go? Like literally, you can search him up. He's done a few indie independent bands or whatever, like indie alt rock bands. But aside from that, not really much. And even after that, they don't last more than like a couple years. So yeah, where the fuck did that guy go? So yeah, basically for now, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'll give this film an 8 out of 10. Pretty great film, especially if you like Nirvana. If you hate Nirvana, you're gonna hate this film because you think we all will just want attention. And really, if you know Nirvana, you know that Kurt Cobain didn't like the attention, and that's why he committed suicide. So yeah, committed suicide. Fuck you. Like, I'm gonna believe that bullshit story. Yeah, I honestly like. I believe to a certain extent that he could be depressed. I don't believe, however, that especially because I don't believe that he will commit suicide. One, because his baby was born less than a year before the suicide attempt or suicide before he died. Let's go with that. Go with that. So let's go on con eso. His baby, Francis being Cobain was at least 6 months after that, and I doubt he's gonna leave his daughter. I know it's possible. I highly doubt, especially the way his friends describe it. Like they had his childhood friends describe it, which okay, but please, where's Novoselic? Where's Foo Fighters? Explain this shit. So yeah, good film. Wish they could have gotten more interviews, gotten more evidence. I wish the Seattle police would fucking open the case and arrest Courtney fucking Love and jail that bitch for life for killing Cobain. So yeah, sadly that's probably never gonna happen. She got away with murder. Fuck you. I hate you, but I like your music, so fuck me. And yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below your thoughts on this film. Do you like it or do you hate it? What are your thoughts on Nirvana? What's your favorite Nirvana song? And do you like Courtney Love as a person or an artist? I like her as an artist, not a person. And what's your favorite song by Courtney Love or Hoes, which is the name of her band? If you listen to that, and do you believe that Kurt Cobain committed suicide? Comment all that down below. Let me know. And do you believe that the Seattle police should reopen the case? I want to say I want them to reopen the case. I just don't think it would work out because the evidence is just going to be so fucking dated. So yeah, it's basically it for now. Daniel Mart signing off.